Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 9 of Compact Claustrophobia, a mod pack by your hamster. On the last episode we got a lot of things prepped and it went super easy and super fast. I got my sulfur almost in the first try. The puffer fish was a bit long, but not that bad. So let's, before we do that, we have some quest cleanup to do, but we also need to get started into our 11 by 11 by 11. I think there's a good chance that we're able to make that today. So first thing first, melter. Hot stuff, y'all. We're going to make ourselves a melter. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to need to pick up a little bit of resources. I'm going to need some graphite dust, Ferroboron Alloy, tough alloy. Ooh, just give me 1 second. I also should put back some lithium in there because we need a lot of this stuff. And just throw whatever we have in here, like so. Perfect. Let's grab a... I don't think that we need steel, but let's grab a little bit of steel just in case. This is almost done. You know what? Let me replace it. It's all a question of let's be efficient today. Okay, so this is finished. Put it there. Grab this one. Put it there. And now we can start cooking the Constantin because we might need some more soon. Put all of that in here. Perfect. Let's go craft the melter now. Okay, so melter. Fairly easy. Ooh, uppercase match. We need some advanced plating, so we're going to need 4 of these. Then we're going to need 4 of the advanced plating, like so. Then we're going to need this machine chassis, like so. We're going to need this servo mechanism something, like so. Perfect. And now we can make our melt. Oh, I need nether brick. Okay, not a problem. Let's grab 1, 2. We're going to need 3 nether brick, and I also need a bucket. And time to go into our little madhouse. The little place where we're making all of this obsidian. Huh. What the? I was like, how do I only have 64? Is it like the max? Okay. If you guys have any idea why this is no longer in pudding, I'd be very curious about that. So let me check that. Perfect. So this is continuing. So let's put a little bit of lava and a little bit more. And that's why I have this reserve of 20 bucket. For a situation like these, where now I can just grab this, put the water back, and so this is going to continue melting lava, which is going to refill our potable tank to 20 and continue with making some of those obsidian. Perfect. I need to cook those, so let's come back here and just cook these 3. We're going to wait. It shouldn't take too long. 1, and counting with xHedra. 2, and... Tres. Gotta learn to count in other language. Oh, that also completes a different quest. What was it? Bricks from the nether regions. Looks like it too. Nether brick. And that's opening up. There must be a better way. A blast furnace can also be used to create steel. This way, most of it doesn't explode. This, however, needs sufficient space, and 3x3x3 is not enough. Okay, so I wasn't thinking of making the blast furnace, but I guess it's a quest and we'll have to do it. But that's not the one I want to do right now. Let's continue with the melter. Melter, like so, and voila. Perfect. So now, where did I put my magic thingies? In the last time lapse, I crafted 3 normal compact. Come back here, let's look at the next quest. Compacted square. Melting a compact machine is no easy feat and requires quite a substantial amount of energy. However, an already used machine cannot be used for this. Try frying the machine and the delicate data stored will be removed. Okay, so what they're explaining to you is that, let's say that I press R on this. These are virgin compact machine. If I used, let's say I'd put one down and I had used it and I wanted to use it to melt, it needs to be virgin. So you can just smelt it and it will become a virgin machine again. We don't need to do that because we're good. Let's come in here. We'll put the melter right here and we're going to, this hurts. melt our first compact machine. And how long will that take? Wow, where's the recipe for it? It's gonna be on the last page. Can you bet it? Yeah, of course. 800 tick at 400 RF per tick. Okay, so that's a lot. That's not no joke. That's a lot of power. Whoop-de-doo. We're gonna have to wait. Oh, it's almost done. Once it's done, we're going to be able to pick up a bucket of compacted square or something. This is so bizarre, but I love it. Like, I like how the mechanism has been put to use multiple different mods, and like just everyone has a weird, crazy way of doing it. So we now have our compact fluid bucket, but it wants us to make an ingot former, because let's just press R on this. What do you do with compact fluid? You put it in an ingot former and you make a normal machine piece, which is going to bring us to the next level. You know what, since we're here, might as well start melting the other two. And let's go and make our ingot former. Ingot former. Wait, okay, sorry. I just remembered something. Grab some iron, come back in here. I'm going to replace the constantin with the iron because the iron is more urgent. We're going to need way more iron than we have now, because if you guys remember in one of the last time lapse, I used like a lot of my iron to make some steel. Okay, so ingot former, super easy. 4 basic plating. A hopper, we're going to do that after. A basic machine something. Then we need ferroboron alloy. Well, now we need the hopper, so let's just make, you know what, let's make a chest. I'm tired of just making chests as I go, and that's going to give me a little bit more chest scissors. Perfect. What am I looking for? Oh, I need to make the melter. Whew, the ingot former. Wow. I was a little bit in a derpy mode. I'm going to put the ingot former down here because the ingot former does not require power. And we've put it in, and look at this. Show recipe for this. It's going to be on the last page, of course. 500 seconds. 500 seconds! Yeah. So, unless we want to be here till the end of the episode, we got to figure out something for that. So let me just come back out here. I just want to see what's the status of my... Wow, I'm looking... Where am I going? Take a breath. Where are you going? In here. Perfect. I just want to see 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Go in here. Oh, okay. So let's just start the next one. My 64 were already ready. And what's in here? Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to need to melt a 4th one. So before we do anything else, let's make the others. We need this, so all of them. Perfect. I'm out. No, I'm not out. That I have tons. I have 10,000. Not a problem. Perfect. Come back here. Now let's make these. Simple one. We need 16, so let's remove 1 core so we don't do them all. Now we need to press them, which is right here. I kind of combined these rooms together because I'm like, these 2 rooms I'm basically almost only using to make the compact wall and whatnot. So I figured I might as well put them together there to clear up some space, because right now I don't want to invest any 9x9x9 or any 7x7x7 into any more rooms. I just want to rush to the next part, because we're going to open the 11x11x11, which is going to give us a whole new way of making these compact machine in such a more totally easy way. Like it's totally worth it. So that's what I'm trying to rush to as fast as possible. And since there is a despawn mechanic, I don't want to risk losing these very expensive compact machine piece. So I'm going to stay here until I get all 16. Perfect. How many here? I'm going to grab a stack of this. I'm going to grab 2 stacks of this. And I'm going to be making more of these machine casing. So these machine casing requires blocks of redstone. And then, you know what? I'm going to make all of them into it. I'm going to use them anyway, I'm sure of it. Perfect. So now I can grab these 16 and I can make... Oh, I need more walls. So good thing I started more walls. Right here. Let's grab these 25. Let's exit. Let's come back here and let's continue. So now these are going to make 4 more. Oh, and while we're at it. Okay, so... while we're at it, we needed to come here, and if you remember, this was always busy. Now it's not, so I'm going to put the 4 compact machine and the 8 coal coat. So that's going to be 2 quests. Well, 2 quests. It's going to be a progression on one of the quests. So grab this. I'm going to wait for my 8. You know what? I'll come back for the 8 coal coke. At least they're started now. So now I can transform these into another normal compact machine, and I come here and I can now melt this one. So that's going to be the 4 that we need, but this is half done. Like, it's taking forever. But your hamster just know that this would happen and speeding it up. Unless you got 500 seconds to spare, I'd recommend taking a look at these. And it wants us to make 64 speed upgrade. The speed upgrades are made with Lapis Lazuli, redstone, and weighted pressure plate. So we want 4 stacks, 2 stacks of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope that I have enough iron cooked. Oh, I'm going to be good because I still have some here. So first let's do this. 60, 64, and grab 4 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And now we should be able to make those speed upgrade like so. And that's another quest. And the beauty of this is I can use it in here. And if I use them in here, I'm just going to put 2 to give you an example. Now this is costing 135 RF per tick, but it's going much faster. I can also put them in the melter to be much faster, but you know what? For now, we don't need. We're going to put all 64 in the Ingot Former, and look at this. It's just like going like crazy, and already we have a normal machine piece. I'm going to grab bucket, put in here, bucket, and we're going to wait for it. So that's 2. That's going to be 3, and this is so much fun. The speed upgrade, not that expensive considering how fast it makes this go now. And we don't have to leave all 64 in here. We're not going to make another 11 by 11 by 11 room like this soon. So we might as well put some in the other places if we want to. So next quest, now we're talking. Finally get him room to work in. Let's come here and in here, and let's craft these into our first 9 by 9 by 9 by 9. Oh, this is not even 11 by 11 by 11. So I started the title of the episode wrong. I just got overexcited, and no, we're not going to melt into an 11 by 11 by 11, but we're going to get into a 9 by 9 by 9. And the beauty of this is we've now unlocked another quest line. Now we're talking. Finally some space. Oh, the text submit. Let's just come here. Let's take this and put it right here. Let's go and marvel in the space. Oh, so much space. Woohoo! We now have place to exercise and have fun, and nope, we're going to be building it. And we're going to be building hard because this is why we needed this room. Miniaturization? Miniaturization. Wow. Okay, so it's written right here, but here it's miniaturization. Whew. Okay, so that was badly spelled, but okay. Make big things small. Really do try to automate this process. So we're going to make miniature field projector. Miniature field projectors. They're crafted 4 at a time. We're going to need 1 personal shrinking device, 1 redstone torch, 1 compact machine wall, and 2 diamond nuggets. How do we get diamond nuggets? From diamonds, yeah, of course. From diamond, again. From the high impact compactor where 3 hop graphite are transformed into a diamond nugget. Nope. From scavenging with a diamond pickaxe, but we're going to need to get at least some diamonds first. Or by exploding a Hop Graphite Ingot. Let's come back in here, and if you guys remember, we made the 8 coke dust. And the 8 coke dust, if we go back to the other quest line, right here, up dust. Squeeze some cold coke dust into some better dust. Check out the Immersive Engineer Industrial Squeezer. Ooh, okay. We need to squeeze this. I don't remember, did I make the squeezer? Yes, I did. Perfect. So let's come here, and in our cold coke / sieving / squeezer / fishing pond, and let's put all 8 coke dust in here. And this process is fairly fast. And now we have a Hop Graphite dust to complete this quest. And it opens up a lot of things. We're not going to read those today. We're going to get those in a later episode. But it's hopping about. This is very pure and 100% sustainable Hop Graphite Ingot. So let's come in here, and in here, and let's cook that up graphite dust into an up graphite ingot to complete another quest. And now, detonation nano diamonds. Diamonds nanocrystal, 5 nanometer in diameters, can be formed by detonating certain carbon-containing explosive. And for that, we need to explode hop graphite with a 20% chance. This is going to be painful because, to begin with, so look, there's many use. It's what's going to get us into the refined storage. But we need 2. Like, we also need some for potentially the robots, but right now, nope. There's so many things that we're not going to use it for. We might want to do an enchantment table at some point, but right now, what we really want it for, it's for these 2. We need 2 for these. So at 20% chance, it's 1 in 5. So we need to explode 10 graphite ingot, and maybe we're going to get 2. Maybe. What I just want to check quickly, if I come back in my tree farm right here. Okay, so this is going to happen once in a while, which is a good thing to always keep an eye on. It's rare though, but see, now we have 432 oak wood. So our wood farm is going well. We're just gonna have to auto cook that into charcoal soon. Anyway, so coming back here, oh, okay, this is not ideal. How many do I have? 224. Well, this is better than I was expecting. 2, 3 stacks. Okay, let's come in here and let's crush these 3 stacks. So these 3 stacks are going to become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24 ingot. So 24 ingot, yeah. I'm saddened to say that, but we're going to blow them all to try and get diamond. And that should give us the diamond we need for the miniaturization field. And I want to show you, this is why we need the 9x9x9 room. Because we're going to set it up, and that room's going to be used only for this. But look at this now. With 26 obsidian and 1 block of redstone in the center, throw a redstone on it, we're going to make ender pearl. We're also going to be able to start to make these. The maximum compact machine is going to be with 6 glitch giant machine, a machine casing, and 20 compact machine wall. That's the next level, right? 11 by 11 by 11? No, 13 by 13. So that's not even the next level. We're also going to be able to get into animal with some dyes and some wool. We're going to be able to make a spawn pig. We're going to need egg though. Here, we're going to be able to make redstone tunnel. Nope, never going to use this recipe. I don't find any need for them. With this and a diamond nugget, we're going to be able to make block of emeralds. Not there yet. Giant compact machine, 11 by 11 by 11 room. So that's with a block of diamond in the center and the compact machine wall around and an ender pearl. We're going to be able to make our first 11 by 11 by 11. So we're going to need to get serious about the diamonds. Let's go to the next one. We can make the tunnels. This recipe is a bit better than the engineering block, but I'm not sure. Like, I feel that's a bit annoying. But this is the good recipe. We're going to be able to transform 9 iron and 2 redstone into 16 compact machine wall. No more modularium crap. We're just going to be able to create our walls 16 at a time like that. This is totally worth it, and that's what we're going to automate using the robots. Then we're going to be able to make 11 by 11 by 11 with 6 large glitch machine. We're going to be able to make wither skeleton skull with this weird structure. We're going to be able to make a spawn zombie because we want mob at some point with this setup. We're going to be able to make tiny compact machine with only 26 wall. That's a bit crazy when you think about it. This is still less expensive with the modularium technically, okay? And I don't really see the need to craft more of these for now because the ender pearl is also expensive. We're going to be able to make mushroom, spawn sheep, spawn chicken. So we're probably going to need to make our first spawn chicken to get some eggs to be able to make the other eggs. The other type of mushroom, the large compact machine. So see, this is totally worth it. This we're going to do. From now on, our main working rooms are all going to become 9 by 9 by 9 because you only need 98 compact machine wall to do this. This is amazing. We're going to get our cow. This is a 13 by 13 by 13. Oh, it's a... Wait, is that another recipe for the same thing? Yes. Why would I use this one when I can use this one? Yeah, definitely going to be using this recipe and not the other one. We can also make 5 by 5 by 5 room much easier. We can also make 7 by 7 by 7 much easier. So as you can see, all of these rooms are way easier to make. But the one problem, a lot of them requires ender pearl, and the only way to get ender pearl in this game is this. So that's going to need to be the first thing that we automate. Problem is, as you can see, we don't have a lot of obsidian. We have enough obsidian to make 4 ender pearl because this method is so slow and power hungry. I could accelerate it and make it more power hungry, but until we have a better power method, nope. But that's why I started that very early on, and it was super important to get started early on to at least have some at this point. So back to my explanation of the miniaturization field, we're going to have to automate this, and once we have our first ender pearl, our first ender pearl is going to be invested in an eye of ender, which is going to be invested into, where is the crucible? Okay, let's just search for crucible because I feel like I'm going crazy. So an unfired, right here. So an unfired crucible is made with a glitched tiny machine in an ender pearl and 7 porcelain clay. But once we get a crucible, like there's multiple heat source. The first heat source that we're going to realistically be able to make is blazing pyrotheum, and blazing pyrotheum is times 15. So we're going to be producing way more lava faster and way many more of these black, obsidian. So that's what we want to go toward. That's what I'd like to work on. So next episode, I want to make the miniaturization field, which means we need all... This is so weird. Sometimes it makes noises, sometimes it doesn't, but it's so noisy. I'm not sad that it's not making noise, but it's just bizarre. So I'm going to transform all of these into Hop Graphite Ingot. Let's grab the 2 stacks right now. Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go. Let's go and put it in here. And let's just get those cooking. And you see how many at a time it can do? Look at this. It's making 8 recipe at a time. So that's going to be 8. That's going to be 15. It probably ran out of power, so 16. We're going to need to cook that. So we're going to start with the big kabow. We're going to start with the diamond explosion in the next episode. So for now, let me just check on my time. It's, wow, this episode is flying by. It's just been 25 minutes and we've done so much. Time to clean up some quests a little bit. So, if you remember, if we go back in the first quest line, we have dyeing for yellow. Usually the yellow pigment can be derived from plants, but if you have a less than stellar position in the world, this might be the only place. Yellow pigment. So you make yellow pigment by throwing this sulfur in water. And voila, we now have a yellow pigment. Yellow pigment is going to be useful for when we want to make our animals, I think. Like the yellow wool, if I can find the miniaturization field. No, it's not used by the miniaturization field. I thought it was one of the animals. Just miniaturization. Let's just come here. Nope. So a lot of pink. Red. White. Oh, maybe for the orange. Orange. Yeah, it's for the orange. So we're going to need that for the orange. You know what? We're probably going to need all 4 of them. So let's just transform them now so that I don't use them by mistake in crafting gunpowder. Second thing was the fish. So, not the fish, the cat. So I'm kind of torn because I don't know how I can move the cat around. Okay, this is annoying. So let me just mob? No. Like, I'm going to make the cat here, but this is a very close space for a cat, but I don't like cat that much. So let's go. And voila, a comp cat. I'm gonna let it grow, and then I'm gonna feed him some of this raw fish, which is kind of why I got so much raw fish. Growing time 12:38 seconds. So we're gonna let it grow first, and we're going to fish it later. Oh, didn't want to escape here. Let's come back. Perfect. So next step, all done. Okay, I want to get the radiation one. So we're going to semi-cheat it. Not because it's just for time. So the slow acting radaway is made 2 ways. It's made with destabilized redstone and a radaway, or with slow acting radaway fluid and bioplastic. Bioplastic, super easy, like not a problem. Sugarcane in manufactory. The radaway, we already have one. We received one in one of the quest rewards. So we're going to use this method because it's going to be way faster, but I can already make this if I wanted to waste the time. You make slow acting radaway by using a salt mixer with destabilized redstone and radaway fluid. Okay, you make radaway fluid with a fluid enricher, ethanol, and 3 glowing mushroom. You get ethanol in a chemical reactor with molten sugar and water, and molten sugar is just basically sugar in a melter. So as you can see, it's something that I can totally do no problem. It's just a bit long. For the glowing mushroom, you need these mushroom with redstone, and this is one of those things that really I don't understand, because technically you're supposed to make the mushroom this way, but ancient spore have not been disabled, which means I can make witch water, and witch water makes mushroom grow. So that's why I say it's like kind of cheaty. Even though if I did it, I would do it this way. I wouldn't wait for the miniaturization field. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well save a step and just start from the radaway. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab a carrot. Go out of here. I'm going to grab an apple. Perfect. I'm just curious, how many? 508. I love this. Okay, so I have an apple. I have a carrot. I'm just going to make these 2. So like so. That's going to be my golden apple, which are also good things to eat to add hearts, because remember, we add hearts every time we eat something new. So even this, like this, it's super disgusting, but I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat a raw salmon. I'm going to eat a raw fish. I'm going to eat a cooked fish, a cooked salmon. I'm going to eat a golden apple and a golden carrot. Like, I want to eat some of everything so that I can so that I can have as many heart as possible. Okay, now we need a fluid infuser and some destabilized redstone. So fluid infuser, like so. It's made from advanced plating, so we need 4 of these plates, and we need these, and we need a machine chassis, and we need the weird servo mechanism, and now we need a bucket. Oh, I already had 2 buckets, but I don't want to use my buckets. Wait, what happened with the other advanced plating? Oh, I'm out of tough alloy. I'm not out. It's super easy. Let's come back here, grab this, and come back out. That's why I want to make sure that I'm continually making some, because I need them for the pickaxe, and I also need them for this. One other thing I want to make, thermal expansion, I want to make one of these reservoir. The reason why I want to make one of these reservoir is that when you use a bucket, you have to pick up a full bucket. But for the RadAway, I only need 200 destabilized redstone. Where's the reservoir? So let's do this. Let's come out of here. Let's grab 2 of these. Oh, I think it's only 1 that I need, but let's start with 1. And you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go faster. 100? Yeah, so I need 2. There's going to be 200 redstone. I'm going to grab this fluid infuser and put it here. And using the reservoir, I'm going to grab the 200, put them in here, and put the RadAway, which is now going to become the slow-acting super-duper RadAway, which is going to complete another quest. And by the way, I'm keeping those on me to remember to eat them. And while I'm here, might as well grab this. Might as well cook 1 raw salmon and cook 1 raw fish. I'm food-wise, oh, I already ate 1. Oh well, too bad. So I'm really doing well on food. I have way too much food for what I'm using because this game doesn't use a lot of food. So preventing radiation complete, I'll put this in here. And you know what? No, I don't have space. I was going to say, yeah, let's put the cooked fish in here. Perfect. So that's another quest done. And in here, the only quests left are the corrupted PSD and the terrible idea. That's the adventuring side of this. So for the adventuring side of this, I'm going to come back in a future episode. Sorry about that. I guess I had not put myself on silent properly, and it gave me a call on the old team. Sorry. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe I want to say next episode, but next episode I'm getting into miniaturization. So I really want to set the miniaturization field and use it, and depending on the time that we have, we might get into the glitch adventures. Which is, by the way, a quest line here, one with the glitch machine and one with the next level. Every level of machine has an adventure that you can glitch. So in the next episode, I'm going to get into the miniaturization, and I'm probably going to make the poop machine. We got so much stuff to do, it's crazy. Let me just check on time one last time. Yeah, we're still good. So we're going to try and complete some quests. So let's craft a capability proxy. I just want to try and get as many quests done as possible. Oh no. What? It's 6 side to a cube. I thought this was way easier than that. Obsidian iron, nether wart. How do I get nether wart? By sieving soul sand. How do I get soul sand? By the witch water with sand. Wow. Well, this was not planned. Okay. Nope. I thought I was going to be able to get rid of this one easily, but no. To hell and back. So this is not a real quest. It's really, you thought I'd give you vacation in hell? Think again and have this cake while you're at it. So it was his way of saying that the nether doesn't exist. Let's put the cake in here for now. That's going to be another type of food to eat. Shulking. Some blaze powder might motivate a trap chest to go on and about. Give it a go. Remember, mimics can only be made from trap chest. So let's make a trap chest. Trapped chest. Like so. tripwire hook, like so, trap chest, like so, and now we need a blaze powder right here, and we're going to have to go and kill this with an axe. Okay, perfect. So let's come here, trap chest, blaze powder, going to exit and come back and try to kill it. Let's exit, come back, and voila, it's dead. So let's exit, and by the way, that's going to help for my food. So technically it was a good thing, and this gives us a shulker shell. And oh, for the advanced big item filters. That's why. I was like, why is it teaching us to do that to get shulker shell? What do I care? I don't want to make a purple shulker box. But the advanced big item filter is made with 2 shulker shell around this, and this is made by scavenging. So yeah, that's going to be for later. Let's put that somewhere in a, no, not exit. Let's put that somewhere in a chest safe, not here. I'm going to have to revamp some space pretty soon, or make the second tier of upgrade and upgrade all those chests. Let me just go look at upgrade. Yeah, I'm just going to make, in my time lapse, I'm going to make a couple of these upgrade kit, and I'm going to upgrade all of my strong box so that I have space to put things away, because this is getting ridiculous. But another quest done. Padded cell. Tired of hurting your hand on the walls and getting random drops all the time? Try padding the cell with some wool. If you dislike the decor, you can always remove it again with some shears. So basically, let's grab 4. Oh, I'm out of string, but not really, because I've been preparing. So let's grab 3 stacks of string, and while we're at it, let's eat this. Perfect. Okay. So let's make some strings, like so, and let's make one of those so I can show you. Hit the wall, ouch, gives me some dirt. Or put this, and now I can no longer hurt my hand. So I don't know how much time I want to waste on doing that, but wanted to it's one of the quests, and I can show you the possibility. What I might end up doing is that I think that I need this room right now for the miniaturization field, but I want to make another room like this, and when I make another room like this, that's when I'm going to replace my hub, and because it's going to give me a big wall, and the 9x9x9 is the minimal machine I want to have to set up my crafting / resource hub. So that's when I'm going to bring everything back to one point. It's going to be a big reorganization of the base, and in this one, you know what? I might plug all of the walls in wool, and by the way, if you color the wool, you get, it's the color of the wall. So I could be able to make like a red wall and a white wall and whatever color wall. Perfect. So if I come back to my quest, now there's this, oh, measuring energy meter. I'd say this here generator makes about 20 RF per tick. If you don't trust me, measure it for yourself. So let's make an energy meter. I said meter, but it's meter. I need a block of iron, like so, and then this. So basically the way this works, if I come back here, is I don't have a good place to put it, but technically you put it down like so, and then you have an input from one side and an output to the other side, and the transfer rate is unlimited, but there's only one output. You can't put 2 outputs. So once you put it, what it does is that it measures the rate of transfer from 2 sides. You know what? Let's just, why isn't morphing? Oh, that's really bizarre. Okay, so let's grab that, and we're just going to put it there temporarily. We're going to say input from the right, oh, and output, and what it shows you is that this up here, this machine, And this down here is basically using 120 FE per tick. FE or RF or IF or whatever, it's all the same measure. So that's a way to measure how much is being produced or how much is being used. Really don't need it, and I just spent 80k RF just to prove a point. But that's how I knew in the beginning that my energon cubes are making 250 each. It's kind of nice, but not a super necessary thing. When I go into my 9x9x9 and I have one power input, I might do that to see how much power I'm using. Technically, what I could also do, now that I'm thinking about it, is come here. I could put one here. Like, I could have the battery aside and have a meter so that I see how much power is being used by my farm. You know what? It's not necessarily a bad idea. I might look a bit more into that. What else? Okay, so putting the poop in power. More sophisticated machines require a more sophisticated solution to mess up. This design is tried and tested, and it gives us a machine blueprint. And if you look at this machine blueprint, it's to make a pressure poop injector, okay? And this machine, this pressure poop, let's just search for it, pressure poop injector, right click, it's used to make glitch machine, okay? You put a small compact machine in sewage and it makes a glitch machine. You put a normal compact in 16 bucket and you get a glitch medium machine, and a glitch large and a glitch giant, 64, 32 buckets. So we're going to have a poop episode in the close future. Next episode, like I said, is going to be the miniaturization field so that we can get our ender pearl and we can get started on crucible. And then the crucible is going to make a little of obsidian. And while we're waiting for that, we might make the poop episode. And ideally, if we make the poop episode, to me the poop episode is crafting the poop injection machine and also automating the creation of poop through machines. Perfect. So that might be the episode after the next. And since we're going to have the poop machine, we might as well have one episode that's going to be just adventures and do a small, medium, large adventure, like one for each level. That being said, I just want to show you the next quest. This is next episode. Remember, here we have baby's first fission reactor. The amount required is a hint to building a small staple one. Keep coolant and reactor next to each other, completely encased. Try a redstone cooler. So we're going to have to craft all of these. We're going to pick the fission reactor port, and we're going to fill the reactor DMT cooler with redstone, and that's going to make our first reactor. The problem is the small reactor produces less power than our energon cube. So unless we're ready to go big, which is going to be 3, 4, maybe 5 episodes down, there's no point. But I might craft it. I don't know when, but that's going to unlock a higher tier of power, because put one of these baby in a 9x9x9 room and you can make a reactor that produces 20, 30, 40,000 RF. And with all the machines like the pressure poop injectors and all of these machines, we're going to start to need like real serious power. Then the next quest here, the robot. So these robot, a simple development robot, everything to start your programming journey. Someday you might make something like Minecraft, but with much smaller blocks. The computer won't start without an operating system. So this is complicated, and this is going to have to be its own single episode. And once we have the obsidian and we have started accruing a lot of it, we're probably going to use it to make to automate the creation of ender pearls. Okay. So that's the first use of these robots, well, the automation of machine walls and of ender pearl. So again, in 3 or 4 episodes from now. What's interesting though, as part of the next episodes, depending on the time and how long it took, we're going to make the blast oven, because we need to make it anyway, and pyrolytic conversion. Coal coke is pretty time consuming to make. I wonder if there's an alternative. Check out what graphite dust can do in a pressurizer. So if we make this augment pyrolytic conversion, we're going to be able to basically make coal into coal coke directly in this that can be sped up. So it's going to be much faster. Now there's 2 problems with this. First, you need coal, not charcoal, and what we have is charcoal. But you can get coal by pressurizing graphite dust into coal. So this is not an easy process. Like it's, you need to use the manufactory. First you need to pulverize the charcoal, and then you need to use the manufactory to make graphite dust, and then you need to use the pressurizer to make coal, and then you can use the coal in the pyrolytic conversion. But this is much faster than these big oven that we're using. That being said, there's also a tiny problem with the pyro something something. To make it, oh, it's an electrum gear. I thought it was a glowstone gear. Yeah, so we're probably going to do that pretty soon, just because these are way too slow. I say that, but see, remember we were at 32. We've made 33 new ones since then. Like it's slow. Like it's not perfect. We really want to have the machine so that we can upgrade the speed. And now you're going to see our demand power go up. We're going to be like, oh, okay, so we want a machine for this. We want to throw 3000 RF, 300, 400, 500 RF in it. So we're really going to need to start making more power. So power might be in 3 episodes from now. Like first, miniaturization field. Second, don't remember what I said was second. Miniaturization field, then maybe the poop injector, the poop episode, and then we're going to need to get into real power. Okay, so now time for my time lapse. I'm going to go into time lapse. In my time lapse, I'm pretty sure, like, I want to try and see if I can make 1 or 2 more 7x7 room. Not to melt them. Well, it depends. If I'm able to make 4, I think I'm going to melt them and make another large compact machine. And if I'm able to make another large compact machine, I'm going to put the large compact machine as the hub, and I'm going to start transferring everything over. Not sure I'm going to be able to, but for sure, I need to make at least 1 or 2 7x7x7, just so that we can put our blast oven, and we can have a bit, like a better machine shop, a better setup for machines. Like I don't like the fact that my machines are all kind of squeezed in here and hard to access and whatnot. I want to make sure that this is accessible better. I want to upgrade all of those chests, so there's a lot of work to do. Time for me to go in my time lapse and get ready for the next episode. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!
Bye.